But certainly he thought the second night must be the night. So the first night nothing happened, no assassin came and did anything. But second night he thought that they would surely come and kill the soldier. There rose a wind that night, and he listened to the sounds of bending boughs and whistling partitions. Because it was windy that night, so there was a lot of sounds outside of the bending boughs. Boughs are branches, and the whistling partitions. The partitions were also making noise. So he was just awake. He could not sleep. He was thinking that the assassins would come the second night. Hannah woke too. Ought we not to go and close the sick man's partition? She asked. She also woke up with the noises outside of the wind and all, and she actually got worried about the soldier. She asked Sadao that whether they should go and close the partition. Partition means the door of the sick man's room. No, Sadao said. He is able now to do it for himself. Able because he could get up himself and do things, such small things for himself. So Sadao said no to her. But the next morning the American was still there. When he woke up in the morning, he saw the American was still alive. Then the third night, of course, must be the night. Then he thought that third night would be the night that he would be killed, for sure. The wind changed to quiet rain. That night, it was not windy, but it was raining. And the garden was full of sound of dripping eaves and running springs. It was quite rainy, so the water was falling down, dripping down from the eaves, the edges of the roofs, and there were like a lot of noises of the sounds of the water everywhere, puddles and all. Sadao slept a little better, but he woke at the sound of a crash and leaped to his feet. There was a crash outside. He woke up with that. There was a sound of a crash, and he just got up on his feet. What was that? Hannah cried. Hannah could also hear it, and she asked, what was that? The baby woke at her voice and began to wail, started crying. I must go and see. But he held her. He stopped her and would not let her move. Because, why, children? Because he was suspecting that it must be the assassins. They might have done something, and because of that there was a loud sound of a crash. And he didn't want Hannah to see anything of that sort. Sadao, she cried, what is the matter with you? She could sense that something was wrong with Sadao. So she asked, what is the matter with you? What was the matter with him? Don't go, he muttered, don't go. He said, don't go. He didn't want her to go outside. Go to the soldier's room. His terror infected her. She also got terrified, and she stood breathless. She was breathless. That means she got very timid, waiting. She could also sense that something was happening. There was only silence. Together they crept back into the bed, the baby between them. Then they slept. When he opened the door of the guest room in the morning, there was the young man. He was still alive in the morning. He was very gay and had already washed and was now on his feet. He had taken bath. He was happy, in a happy mood, and he was up and about. He had asked for a razor yesterday and had shaved himself, and today there was a faint color in his cheeks. Otherwise he was so weak that his face was totally pale. But there was, like, he was looking fresh, and his cheeks were also, little bit glowing. I'm well, he said joyously. He was feeling very happy because he was feeling strong. Sadao drew his kimono. Kimono is a dress which Japanese wear, kind of gown. Sadao drew his kimono round his weary body. He could not, he decided suddenly, go through another night. It was getting very burdening for him, going through such thing every night, waiting for the assassins, waiting for the people to come and that soldier be killed by them. It was burdening his mind a lot. So he thought that he could not go on like that. It was not that he cared for this young man's life. No, simply it was not worth the strain, because he could not take the strain anymore. What he was thinking in his mind, that whether he was worrying about the soldier. So he, told himself no, it was simply because he could not take the strain, he could not take the burden of it.